I support my brother, Solomon Hill, baby. He was just out there playing defense. It ain't his fault LeBron can't move his feet.
We forgot about you, boy. We forgot about you at all. Up in smoke, watching LeBron fall down, 'cause he's a buster. Watching LeBron fall down, 'cause he's a buster. Watching LeBron fall down. He full smoke. Oh, that's for old heads. Now, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Now that Devin Booker has smoked Bron, smoking that Bron pack. Woo! Every puff is rough, a pull could choke a bull. Now that that's happened, and the skies are clear, the birds are chirping. I mean, really, it was all rainy and cloudy. As soon as that happened, it's been like 93 and sunny everywhere. Everybody's like, man, it's like people outside, you know, the mayor just opened up the town. We on phase 5. I'm like, man, everything, the flowers are blooming. I'm like, what is going on? The wicked bitch of the West, LeBron James, is dead. Oh, he's melting. And now that he's extinct out of this game, we hope Adam Silver can understand something. We don't want him. We don't need him. His services are no longer needed in the community. We don't need him. I don't need his fake philanthropy. I don't need him nowhere near the game. And now it seems to be factual. We have more people riding with us than ever. At this point, it's shocking to me, but we got more people riding with us than I've ever seen. That's real talk. We got more people riding for us than I have ever seen at any point in life. Serious. I was at the store the other day. They was talking about how much they hate LeBron. I'm like, man, these are women. Everybody. I was at the casino. They hate LeBron. I'm like, man, y'all hate LeBron? Man, I thought he was everybody's fave. But he isn't. So I said, nah. Maybe everybody's just tripping. You know, people just tripping. They gonna come back to Bron. They got to. Everybody loves Bron. But this happens. He cried and whined and did all this stuff, and people they just tired of his antics. Nobody wants to see a guy 19, 20 years in the league, arrogant, want everything to run around him, revolve around him, and he takes all the credit, but none of the blame. And just pass the blame around to all his other teammates. You know, they just don't like that. People just don't roll with that. At least real people don't. You still got some people that's out there that they just ignorant. Ignorant to the game, ignorant to basketball, ignorant to what's right. And they just think, oh, you're hating because they have no answer for the truth. You hit them with facts and they can't take it. So you ask yourself, is LeBron better than Devin Booker? Hmm? Right now in their career, if you could draft Devin Booker or LeBron James, who would you take? You would take Devin Booker, right? If you could take Spider Mitchell or LeBron James, who would you take? You're going to take Spider Mitchell. So you got to understand something. This is a whole different time. It's a different time, brother. A much different time. People in this time, they're not even, they're not, it's like they're not even conscious of what's going on. It's like most of them are not even aware to the facts that are happening around the world. LeBron James had his hands in some of everything, but did you know they did a poll to see who's the most hated player in basketball? And once everything was settled, they said LeBron James was the most hated. Did you know that? LeBron was the most hated player. Wow. You must have really done some bad in your life if you're the most hated basketball player. How could you be the most hated? It's like, is it that? And like, that's some serious hate. To be the most hated basketball player in the world. Kyrie is second, and they don't even know why they hate Kyrie. They don't know why they hate Kyrie Irving. They just want to hate Kyrie Irving. Well, to me, the tables always turn. They always turn, and as long as someone else is winning, somebody else is probably going to be losing. I never liked LeBron as he decided his ego just started to grow out of control. Because if you start looking at him and the rest of the group, you start saying to yourself, damn, if this is him, what are he going to do next season? How are they going to keep the Lakers in contention? Because they're going to want to. Oh, they figure all we need is a healthy AD. We got a healthy LeBron. We got some players to get rid of. We right back in the mix. People want to see the Lakers. I'm scratching my head because I'm baffled. Why? Seriously, why? What do you get out of it? Do you realize there's nothing there? Like, there's better basketball being played elsewhere. So, for anybody camping for LeBron James, and I'm right now losing my money, Atlanta Hawks let me down tonight. That sucks. They wouldn't let me bet the Oakland and Royals game. Dirty bastard. I knew I had that one won. Jose keep costing me money. uh, well, I knew that game would go over. And I had in the Diamondbacks. I was always thinking that the game's supposed to improve and get better. What they did was make the rules better for LeBron James. And they thought that was going to be what's best for the league. They were wrong. I think they're realizing that now because they're realizing they created a monster. And their Frankenstein has gotten out of control. Because these young players, they don't fear him. And they're like, look, we don't really need this guy. Like Nurkic only hired Chris Paul to do the negotiation for his contract. He didn't sign with Clutch Sports. He just hired him to do the pleasantries and say, okay, well, here's the pleasantry, is that you can negotiate my deal for me. So he's going to let him go to Portland. He wants to stay with Portland. So he's going to go in there and hire Rich Paul to do the negotiation. But he's not a member of Clutch Sports, as I was told. They tried to recruit Luka, but that's a whole nother story. A whole nother story indeed. Now, LeBron James is in the juice. Well, he's in the sauce, rather. Because a lot of people are sick of his shenanigans, man. When you deal with a person like LeBron, you got to deal with all the nefarious things that goes along with him, and it drains you. You're just so tired of dealing with a person like that. You're just like, man, it's exhausting, B. Like, I don't even want to be around this guy. And you understand it. If people tell you that, you go, man, I understand it. I feel you. 100%. Why in the world would anybody want to be around LeBron James or go through what you would have to go through? You can get more famous online. You already in the NBA. People are like, oh, it's about legacy. Legacy? Legacy? How you play dictates your legacy. Do you think Ja Morant's legacy is connected to him going to the Los Angeles Lakers? Do you think Trae Young need to go to the Los Angeles Lakers for his legacy? You build yourself, if you're Anthony Davis, you are a Supermax player. My mama, my baby sister, could have came in and negotiated your deal. Could have came right in and negotiated your deal. Seriously. They could have walked right in and negotiated your Supermax deal. Why? Because you are a Supermax player. You already earned that in New Orleans. Nothing you did in Los Angeles was the reason for that. Everything you did in New Orleans is the reason you're getting the money you're getting now. And right now, the Lakers are looking, damn, was it worth it? But you earned that money. So if they caught you with a legacy crap, you didn't do anything but ruin it. Running behind LeBron, being a fanboy. These dudes are grown men and they're fans of somebody who they should never have been fans with in the first place. LeBron James. After his first 3 years in Cleveland, he just started going down the wrong road, man, of arrogance and entitlement. And he helped bring this league down, man. He ruined a lot of people's careers. He ruined a lot of players' careers to try to make it easier for him to win. And a lot of people were fooled because they come in the league, they see what we see. A lot of these people come from colleges and high school. They never had any money. They think LeBron is this end-all, be-all, great player and great human being. Man, LeBron, they believe in the commercials too. And they become part of the league. They see how things run and they go, well, damn, I can't get jiggy with this. Then it's over. Just like that, it's over. People are shocked, amazed, and can't believe their own eyes. But that's how it is. When you're dealing with someone like LeBron James. Now, whose career is he going to screw up next? Wesley Matthews had the worst season of his career. Playing with LeBron James. Drummond has never played this bad, ever. Until he came over to the Lakers. They did all of that to get Drummond. And now they've ensured that Drummond is going to be the starter next year full time, as Gasol will be gone at the end of the season. That was it for Gasol. So he's out of there. Now, once again, they're going to be in search of a big man. And then they're looking for their point guard of the future, which Magic Johnson already told you Dennis Schroeder wasn't it. He ain't a Laker. It was very disrespectful to Dennis Schroeder. For Magic Johnson, that was very unprofessional. If you can't call LeBron James out on his BS and the things he was doing, which made you step down out of office when they tried to get your butt removed, then that's just that. It is what it is. Okay? I'm in my kitchen. Relaxing in the kitchen. Wash my hands off. I thought I was grabbing the hand sanitizer. That was actually the hand soap. Don't worry, I'm not going to start washing dishes. Now, I want you guys to tell me, what do you think the Lakers should do to get better? To me, they play better without LeBron. You got a bunch of inconsistent people on your team who don't play well together at all as a team. And that is Kyle Kuzma. Wesley Matthews has to go. And KCP, which you just paid all this extra money for because of how he performed in the bubble when he played like crap the whole season into the bubble. And he opted out his deal. You should have never re-signed him. But because he's Clutch Sports, y'all did it. Now, now the NBA, hopefully they've woken up now because LeBron's out. You spent all your national televised games on LeBron James. Half of the people that are playing right now did not have all those televised games. Let's take that into consideration. We saw more Golden State Warrior games than ever before. We had more Pelican games than we had Knicks games. Then we had Atlanta Hawk games. And look at the people that's in there. The Atlanta Hawks, Utah, Phoenix. All people who didn't have a lot of television exposure. Philly did. Brooklyn did. The Clippers, sometimes. Clippers didn't have a lot of national broadcast games. That shows you they're still not the favorites of the NBA. When they were playing their playoffs game, they made sure another game was going on when the Clippers were playing. Now, they still didn't get their Lakers and Clippers because injuries. They want everybody to be healthy next season. So now it's going to be a long layoff before the NBA season starts again. Now they can get back to regular schedules, and they're going to stop the play-in thing and get back to normal because LeBron don't like it. If the Phoenix Suns win the NBA championship, that's the let's give Chris Paul a ring before he retires. And I would be not pissed about it. I really wouldn't. I would see and know that, okay, they wanted to win one for the skipper, the guy that works in the office and works hard. But I can't see that happening. But yet and still, I wouldn't be pissed. Will the Nuggets get swept? I don't think they'll be swept. I think they'll win Game 4. I think they'll let Joker at least win on his home floor. At least that's what I'm hoping to bet on. So, wish me luck on that. But the legacy of LeBron James has been broken. That whole king and the can't be stopped, all that facade is over. It's over. That king stuff is done. Now you got little kids looking at LeBron like he's washed up. That's over. It's like LeBron come back and have a monster year. LeBron cannot. He's got to scurry up every bit of energy he got to try to get 25 points. Do you know in the playoffs, LeBron James' average was 20 points? 20 points in the playoffs. 20, dog. That was his average. And the reason why it was 20, It's because he can't do this anymore. What it takes to get to the top and remain there and to use the kind of energy he is when your game is completely athleticism. This is why I don't understand why you guys bash Giannis so much. I'm like, you bash Giannis so much, but you've been watching that game from LeBron James for 18 years. You never bash LeBron. And LeBron does exactly what Giannis was doing. Exactly. Backing up to the free throw line, getting a running start. He has no sense of direction or no game plan on what to do, no approach. But Giannis is trying. Okay, he's using athleticism because that's what he got. This is how he plays his game. He's trying to expand to get a jump shot. He hasn't gotten it yet. He's already got 2 MVPs. 2. And he could dominate and score over 30 a game. And it take a whole team to try to stop him. So he's doing something right. Now, does he have the skill of a James Harden? No. He doesn't have a lot of skill like Kevin Durant. No. He's not that. But y'all give that man crap. But you praise my man who just got smoked by Devin Booker. The Wash King. So you keep rooting for the guy playing for stats, and I'll keep speaking facts out here. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the super chat up. Y'all asked me for it. Y'all got it. I got to get ready to roll. The Cash App is Carcino. Hit the like button, subscribe to the page. And what's up, new subscribers? I'm glad I saw y'all on the Patreon today. I did update the Patreon and put some LeBron James news on there. So hopefully you guys are watching that, enjoying it. And I'm out. Be blessed.